All right, let's try it. There are 2 times 2 times 2 bacteria cells after 3 hours. So if you remember, in 1 hour is 2 times 2, 3 times, right? Well, then we got another hour, and then we got another hour. So this is 3 hours altogether. So the question is, write this repeated multiplication as a power and then evaluate it. So that's kind of a new term that you're going to get very familiar with. But first, we need to write this as a power. So how many 2's do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So first, this is 2 to the ninth. So what does the word evaluate mean? It means to solve. Again, you're going to see this so much and so often that hopefully we know evaluate equals solve the problem. Okay? And this here, when we're writing it out, this is known as the expanded form. So if you saw a problem that said expand 2 to the ninth, then you're going to rewriting 2 to the ninth. How do I expand that? Oh, it's 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. How many times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of them. Okay? I'm going to take this box away. I forget what it says. Oh, we'll get to that one in a little bit then. So first of all, it said write it and then evaluate. We need to solve this. So my advice to you is I showed you we can do one line, right? So what I'm going to do is we're going to take 2 times 2. That's 4. We're going to take another 2 times 2. That's another 4. We're going to take another 2 times 2. That's 4. We're going to take another 2 times 2. That's 4. And this guy has nobody to buddy up with, so we just bring the times 2 down. Now, the operation that we have in between all these is still multiply. So now we've turned this into 4 times 4 times 4 times 4 times 2. So we all should know, well, what's 4 times 4? It's 16. What's another 4 times 4? It's 16. Bring that times down. Bring down this times 2. Now, I don't expect you all to know 16 times 16 in your head, so let's just do it. What's 16 times 16? So 6 times 6 is 36, so we get a 6 and carry the 3. 6 times 1 is 6, but add the 3, we get a 9. So we put a 0 for a place value to go to the 1 times 6 is 6, and then 1 times 1 is 1. So add that up. 6 plus 0 is 6. 9 plus 6 is 5 or 15. Carry a 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. So this 16 times 16 is 256. Bring down the times 2. So 256 times 2 is 256 times 2. 2 times 2 is, or 2 times 6 is 12. 2 times 5 is 10 plus the 1, so it's 11. 2 times 2 is 4 plus the 1, it's 512. So hopefully you understood that. Do it in chunks. So look at all these steps. Look, I've been doing math for a while, but we've got one line, 2 lines, 3 lines, 4 lines. It took us 5 lines to get there, and that's okay. Each little calculation wasn't that challenging for us, but we are going to need to do our steps. So if you're looking at a problem like this and just thinking, I'm just going to do this in my head, I'm going to do 2 times 2, that's 4, I'm going to double that, that's 8, I'm going to double that. It is not going to be fun to double those numbers in your head 9 times. Just write down the steps and you'll get there. It's going to take some patience, some perseverance, but you can do it. All right, here's an extension question. Why can you represent the number of cells after 2 hours as the power 2 to the 6? Well, we're going up here. Remember, this was 1 hour, that section was 2 hours, and this was 3 hours. 3 hours got me this many nines. And if we know that for every hour, it's 2 times itself 3 times, we're just going to write that twice to show 2 hours. So 1 hour, 2 hours, and then we can multiply that together. So you can see how many 2's do we have? 6 of them. And that we know we can represent as 2 to the 6.